Okay, fun.
How's a fella supposed to blow off stress when he's locked underground?
Well, till they build us a pub, the only fun to be had is on the firing range. Few of the staff like to show off and compete over there.
Good way to stay sharp.
And if you're a good shot, it's a nice way to win a few bucks. Not sure where you'd spend it, though.
I like you.
What's the status of our arms and ammunition?
We're loaded with all the small arms you could carry, but we're still short on the big guns. Still, it should serve us for now.
So we want tanks. Okay,
Thanks.
tanks.
That's all I need.
You go put that gear to good use, Agent Carter.
Should I go to the firing range? I'm meant to be doing other things at the moment, is the problem. Armory Staff. 19th of July 1963. After last month's weapons test incident, we've installed and tested sprinklers in the firing range test area. We should not have another incident like the last one, and frankly, I don't think the environment here can handle another fire. Please make sure all live fire tests are supervised as our target dummies are susceptible to fire. Pat Barkley, Maintenance.
Hey, you're Carter, aren't you? Good to have you aboard.
Yep.
Training hard, Agent?
You bet. You testing something out? Hey, what do you say about a little competition?
Maybe. What are you thinking?
Those targets light up one at a time. Bet I can hit them before you.
Which ones are we talking about?
Okay, start it up. Damn, got it. Ah, crap. Damn. Ah, crap. Damn.
They're not really lit up, are they?
Ah, crap. Ah, the light was in my eyes. Knew I should have brought a visor.
Yeah, it's the hat. Always come with a hat.
Okay, start it up.
Oh, that's why that's doing that.
Damn. Ah, crap. Pow. Damn. Ah, crap. Damn. Ah, crap. Ah, the light was in my eyes. Knew I should have brought a visor.
Oh, so it just goes round and round in circles. Just gonna do the same thing over and over again. I was hoping for something a bit more. Right, we're heading to Ops. I think that was the plan. And then talk to...
There you are, Agent Carter. Just a moment, please.
Hello.
If you will spare a moment, I am Dr. Heinrich Dresner, and I have been expecting you.
That's nice, Doc, but I got a report to...
I assure you, Herr Falk will be glad that we spoke. After all, we shall need new weapons to fight this war, and my laboratory shall be where they are created. Any weapons you retrieve from the field, we will be glad to study and convert for your use.
You know much about these outsiders and their technology?
Not
I
yet.
have been working with Herr Falk for nearly as long as he has suspected their existence. And since the attack, I have had so much more material to study.
Try not to sound so cheerful, Doc. We lost a lot of good men that day, and we just lost another.
I am sorry, William, but I hope to prevent more losses just as you do. In fact, I came here to give you this. Our first discovery.
Sure, but what is it?
The Venbrace was designed for close-range attacks to augment your fisticuffs. Against a wounded target, its effects can be devastating. But more importantly, it can be modified to allow the capture and use of the outsider weaponry.
This could have come in useful a few minutes ago.
Ah, but you cannot simply take their weapons. First, you must find one that has not yet been imprinted to the enemy's...
Every minute we waste could mean another life.
Just take the brace, and I will let you know when it can help us.
Thanks, Doc. And maybe our new research subject can help with your next breakthrough. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to go speak with the director.
Thank you, William. Come back anytime.
I'm Gravelly McGrumpy Dude. Don't have time to talk about the necessary research developments in weaponry and armor that could save everyone. My voice is messing up anyway.
Yes, sir?
Never mind.
Thanks for the information.
Just doing my job.
Wait. Well, have I got a Pip-Boy on my arm? This is an important question. We need answers to. Do I have time for another mission? I might do. Yeah,
Agent
possibly.
Carter, your report.
Nils is dead.
The bastard got Nils. This cannot happen again, Falk. Killing Nils?
Christ, we're lucky that's all he managed to do.
Agent Nils's loss will be felt throughout the organization. But right now, we have bigger problems.
His loss? God damn it, we need to stop these bastards. And we need to do it now. Do you understand that?
Calm yourself, Agent. We all agree they have to be stopped. I believe that our best hope for doing so is to recover Dr. Alan Weir from Rosemont University.
No, what we need to do is put a stop to the enemy.
Agreed. And we can do both. There's been another attack. The target is Rosemont University.
A civilian target? Why?
Because Dr. Weir's research can tell us what the enemy wants, how they think, and how to stop them. We need him on the team if we want to survive. And you know better than anyone that surviving is the first step to striking back.
All right. Let's go get him.
Good man. When you're ready, bring up the tactical map on that terminal, and your team will be dispatched. Make sure you've got everything in order around the base. Team selected, weapons set, no outstanding business. You never know how long you'll be out on a mission. Or if you'll come back at all.
Yay.
I'm not too aware of that, sir.
Right. So I'm a former engineer, joined the army. I went to the CIA. Why? Why is he all like, we've got to go and fight them now? It's like, it's like, it just, let's head to the lab. But it's like, you've got to survival's the first step, followed by intelligence gathering. And once you're equipped, you can start fighting back. But you can't just go in without any kind of information or intelligence. You'll just die. Ugh. Last week was the second time weapons crates were stacked in front of the Sky Ranger pay elevator. Only the quick-thinking maintenance crew avoided injury during the expedited return of De Silva's team. While I understand our rush and the need to have fuel and ammunition readily available, it must be procured through the requisition officer in the armory per normal channels. The rec officer needs to maintain an accurate count and service weapons that come back from the field. Proper procedures must be maintained if we are to fight orderly and effectively. More from Pat Barkley. Hello. Oh, you're hiding a loading screen. I remember this from Mass Effect. Greetings.
May I tell you, William, how much I am looking forward to working with you.
I'm glad someone is having fun around here.
Of course, I am most eager to study anyone who has been so exposed to these outsiders. From handling the recovered artifact to bringing in a live subject for questioning, this is unprecedented contact.
Study?
You gonna stick me under a microscope?
No, of course not. But I will be curious to monitor you for any unexpected developments.
If we start using their technology, am I gonna get radiation sickness or grow a third arm or something?
I don't think you have to worry about radiation sickness per se. But we shall see about the arm, yes?
What do you know about the technology?
Falk says you've studied their devices. How do they work?
As it would happen, we have just made a breakthrough in understanding the fundamental nature of the energy manipulation.
They uses this Illyrium, right?
Yes, and they transform the tremendous power of Illyrium directly into a variety of effects and material manifestations. Sadly, they are designed so that when the owners die in battle, the containment field breaks down, destroying the weapon.
That sounds easy enough. Let me guess. This is where you tell me it's not so simple.
It depends on you recovering a weapon that remains intact. Perhaps it has not yet been imprinted, or its owner dies unexpectedly. At that point, the brace can ascertain how to prevent that type of weapon's destruction, allowing you to recover them in the field.
Okay, tell me about yourself.
Where are you from, Heinrich? You don't sound local to me.
That would be a question for your OSS. They arrange the terms of my immigration.
German rocket scientist kidnapped, blah, blah, blah.
Well, glad to have you on our side.
I assume, essentially. Maybe Carl Fairburn was involved in that. The Illyrium.
So what exactly is this Illyrium stuff?
It is for me like a miracle. An element unknown to our world, harboring immense concentrated energy. The smallest sample can release more power than an atom bomb. like containing all the energy of the Big Bang in
Hip flask?
yes. And we use its power here to fabricate the weapons and technology you will need to survive this war.
We're going to die. Alien technology.
This is quite an operation you got running here. When did you start studying all this?
The first deposit of Illyrium was discovered just over a decade ago. I arrived at this facility shortly after, and we began to investigate the properties of that magnificent substance.
Any results to show for it?
As it happens, we are testing our first acquisition, a device that may assist in stabilizing your aim.
That's bound to come in useful. Anything I can do to help the tests?
Most certainly. Go to the firing range and test out the device with the armament of your choice.
Sniper rifle.
Turn afterwards, and we shall see the results, yeah?
Sounds good. I could stand to blow off some steam at the range anyway.
Sounds good.
All right, I'll see what I can bring back for you.
I promise, William, you will not be disappointed.
I promise I probably will be. You, fellow waistcoat wearer, Analyst Crut.
Hold on, Agent. I'm on the verge of a breakthrough.
About
the Outsiders' crypto-paramilitary operations and what it suggests about their underlying societal, thing.
Society.
Damn, lost it again.
Sounds like it needs a little more work.
Yeah. Well, I guess I've got a second. What can I do for you? Damn, lost it again.
What are you even doing?
What sort of problem are you working on?
Right now, we're busy with just the basics. Who are the enemy? What are their capabilities? How do we fight back?
Important questions.
Yes, but they're the small questions. We aren't even ready to ask the big one yet.
The big question?
Why?
Yeah, why are they attacking? What about the attacks?
What do you make of their attack?
Ops has reports of simultaneous attacks across the country, starting within seconds of each other. Obviously, their power is tremendous.
I could have told you that.
Yeah, but it also means they were waiting for some kind of signal. Why did they attack today, rather than yesterday? Why not tomorrow?
They seem to be targeting a package I was carrying. Wish I could tell you what was in it. It's gone now.
That's certainly possible. Or it could be the Russians, or maybe unusual weather patterns in the Antarctic.
Right.
I'm assuming Ops would have an idea of... Well, no. Well, limited communication. I was just thinking, like, is this just they've only attacked the US? Because that sounds possible. Because they're just talking about the country. But with limited communication, that might be all the intel they've got. What are your credentials?
So how does somebody get a job like this?
Director Falk gathered experts in a variety of fields. Psychology, statistical analysis, history, astronomy. He wanted the best minds to plan for anything.
And your specialty?
Technically, philosophy. Although I have a number of less official qualifications on paranormal matters. If you ever want to hear about my hunts for the North American Sasquatch, you just let me know.
I think I'm okay.
Already met him.
I'll leave you to the big questions then.
Yes. Yes.
Met him in... Ooh, I think it was Minnesota, wasn't it? Scotland? Is that what... Right. Sectoid. The so-called sectoids, also called greys by the field agent, because they're grey, I'm guessing, are small, weak humanoids. The so-called sectoids are small, weak humanoids and are recognizable by their large craniums. Crania? Assuming a Latin thing. Eyes and otherwise stunted physiques. Specimens lack visible mouths or nostrils and exhibit only minimal respiratory or digestive systems, raising significant questions about their metabolic processes. More curious than their anatomy, however, is the collars they are always found wearing. In addition to acting as physical restraints, these devices act as a neural interface, transmitting both simple communication and basic sensations, most specifically pain. Through this, we infer the sectoids are a slave race to the outsiders, used as expendable troops and menial labour who require minimal nutritional care. Whether they were a prior conquest or manufactured whole cloth for this purpose, this is an ominous sign of the outsiders' intentions for conquered races, including humanity. The Mosaic, probably. Dr. Heinrich, as per your request, we are refitting the missile silo to house recovered Illyrium samples. Since we're unsure what long-term exposure to the substance may bring, we are lining the silo walls with lead for extra protection. We should have this complete in conjunction with other improvements we are making to your lab. The missile that has been housed in the silo has been safely dismantled and stored. However, I simply cannot comply with the request of Drs. Murphy and Scott, who requested for high-yield Illyrium delivery experiments. Perhaps you should talk to them about their independent studies. Donald P. Wrangler, Senior Staff Engineer. Yep, I'm going to go with you on the whole Illyrium bomb question. Ooh, I haven't read this, have I? Have I? Right. Salvage report, drone. The drone is a small flying mechanical device which can attack with energy blasts, as well as provide basic field repairs. These devices provide basic support for the enemy, particularly when deployed alongside heavier gear such as turrets. It is unclear whether the machine is remote controlled or actually autonomous, but is not a form of life as we know it. If it is remote controlled, we may yet be able to capture and control drones of our own. Also promising is the mechanism by which it hovers in the air, a basic form of gravitic manipulation that matches what we have seen in other outsider craft, but on a smaller and more easily examined scale. Right, well, let's head back to the firing range and give things a little bit of a go. Alright, yes. Oh, we can just go this way, can't we? I think things were just blocked off so that you could only go the way you needed to. Alright, can I talk to you about stuff about this?
I still can't believe we're fighting the green men from Mars.
You may not have your facts right.
They're not green. And they're...
As long as you can...
I can shoot him.
We'll make it through this, old-timer.
Did you have something on your mind?
Okay.
Thanks. That's all I need.
You go put that gear to good use, Agent Carter.
Can I configure my stuff?
Okay, start it up. Damn.
Right, I think I'm just...
Ah, crap. Got it. Damn.
I meant to be doing this anyway.
Crap. Damn. Ah, crap. Ah, the light was in my eyes. I know I should have brought a visor.
How do I was told to come here and check things out, but I can't get them to... You said check things.
Okay, start it up. Damn.
A little excessive.
Ah, crap. Damn.
Just a tad excessive.
Pow. Ah, crap. Damn.
Have to reload.
Got it.